AJ Lee made her return to WWE Monday Night Raw during tonight's February 9, 2026 episode of the show emanating from Cleveland, Ohio. Lee returned to WWE after over a decade away last year ahead of WrestlePalooza, where she teamed with husband CM Punk to defeat Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins. Then in November, she made Lynch tap out to win the Women's War Games match for her team at WWE Survivor Series. In her first appearance since that Survivor Series match, Lee was on Raw tonight, much to the dismay of Lynch. Lynch opened the show and said she did have a big announcement to make, but she was putting it on hold after she saw Lee backstage. Lee then came out and joined Lynch in the ring, with Lynch trying to figure out if there's anything she could possibly do to get rid of Lee for good. The agreement they eventually came to, despite some avoidance from Lynch, was a match for Lynch's Women's Intercontinental Championship at Elimination Chamber on February 28. Two more WWE stars have qualified for this year's Elimination Chamber matches in Chicago, Illinois on February 28. As has been established over the past few years, the men's and women's chamber matches will determine who challenges at WrestleMania for the World Championships that aren't on the line against the Royal Rumble winners. That means the men's chamber winner will challenge Drew McIntyre for the undisputed WWE Championship, because Rumble winner Reigns has already chosen to face World Heavyweight Champion CM Punk. The women's situation isn't as clear as Royal Rumble winner Liv Morgan has yet to decide whether she's going to challenge Women's World Champion Stephanie Vaquer or WWE Women's Champion Jade Cargill. Nonetheless, more WWE stars have qualified for the chamber matches during tonight's February 9 episode of Raw. On SmackDown this past Friday, Randy Orton qualified for the men's chamber with a win against Solo Sikoa and Aleister Black, while Tiffany Stratton qualified for the women's chamber by winning a three-way over Chelsea Green and Lash Legend. Two more qualifying matches took place on Raw tonight, once again one for the men and one for the women. The first to take place was a women's three-way between Lyra Valkyria, Rhea Ripley and Ivy Nile. It was Ripley who picked up the win to qualify, pinning Valkyria. The Raw main event played host to the men's qualifier between Penta, LA Knight and Austin Theory, with Knight picking up the win by pinning Theory. World Heavyweight Champion CM Punk's match for the upcoming WWE Elimination Chamber 2026 Premium Live event has been announced. Last week on WWE Raw, it was officially confirmed that Roman Reigns will challenge Punk for the world title at WrestleMania 42 following Reigns' Royal Rumble win. However, WWE has one big PLE left before WrestleMania comes around, which is Elimination Chamber on February 28 in Punk's hometown of Chicago, Illinois. A few weeks ago when WWE Raw took place in Belfast, Punk retained his title against Ireland's Finn Balor. The following week, before the Royal Rumble, Finn Balor attacked Punk after Punk had just retained his title against AJ Styles. Punk was scheduled for an in-ring interview with Michael Cole tonight, but before Cole could introduce Punk, he was interrupted by Balor. Balor demanded a championship rematch against Punk at Elimination Chamber, but Raw general manager Adam Pearce came out and shot the idea down. CM Punk had other plans though, and after some back and forth, convinced Pearce to agree to make the match despite his worries about jeopardizing the Punk vs. Reigns Mania main event.